Hello, good afternoon. Hope I am audible. Thank you so much again, all of you, for joining. We are streaming this live on YouTube as well. So, this is the first session and an introductory session about the Vijaya, the plant which we are focused from last so many years now. And we thought to have a structured training for all of you so that there is a increase in demand, a very significant demand as far as trained medical practitioners and only Ayurveda practitioners are right now authorized in India. So we thought to have a structured training for all of you so that you can understand in a better perspective whatever experience we have gained. I personally involved from last 5 years now. So whatever experience, whatever knowledge, whatever journey we have till now, we will try to summarize that in these trainings. And half an hour will be the lecture, the presentation, you can say. And then 30 minutes, I request all of you to interact. You can post your questions while presentation is going on, as we are streaming this in a live link also. So after that, you will get the recording, you will get the link, so you can revisit and see that as well. However, we request all of you to be interactive in this session. Post your queries, post your questions, and let's try to understand more. So every Saturday we will be doing, we are reconsidering the time. Maybe late evening, some students and some doctors have suggested. So maybe if you can quickly post in the Zoom chat box any other option you want, like 8 to 9, I am fine with that as well. So if you think 8 to 9 p.m. is a better time in Saturday evening, or maybe any other day, any time, I will just do a voting right now from all of you. So quickly post in the chat section that what time you want, and all the people who will see this video in the live stream or maybe like after on YouTube. So you can post in the comment section also. So what exactly the uh, day or time you are looking for these kind of sessions. So once in a while we'll be doing on medical cannabis, hemp and Vijaya, and some sessions will be like the next session, the next week, Saturday. We are doing emergency medicine and Ayurveda. We did two lectures in All India Institute of Ayurveda and like as far as the Chaudhary Brahma Prakash Ayurveda Chikitsa Sansthan was concerned. So 7 to 8. Okay, the first answer is 7 to 8 p.m. Great. So 8 to 9 also, I think if it is fine, because 7 to 8, sometimes many doctors are having OPD. My OPD time is also there. So let's see, let's figure out. Otherwise, recordings and links will be there. Great. So we had emergency yatra, air emergency yatra. So in that also we did some sessions. So we'll be talking about emergency medicine. We'll be talking about certain other Ayurveda practices which we are seeing in our clinic. So thank you so much again for all of you for joining. Let me just put a disclaimer first of all. So as far as we are doing a session on Vijaya or hemp, so hemp seeds, hemp seed oil, all are approved under FSSAI, and hemp leaf powder and extracts are approved by state Ayurveda approval authorities. So this is pretty approved, what we are talking about, hemp seeds and hemp leaves. They does not come under the purview of NDPS Act. We strongly oppose and discourage any recreational use of hemp as well and any unethical practices. And we never intend to do any kind of endorsements, and we do not accept any kind of commissions. As you all know, that Indian Vedyas is a no commission model. So whatever business you people will be doing with all these companies, that is between you and them only. We never intend to have any kind of commission in that. So I'll start with this slide, and you should focus on this, that Britishers way back in 1843, you can see the paper that has been published, article that has been published in British Medical Journal, and they have published in 1843 about the benefits of Indian hemp or ganja they have written. So the cannabis, Vijaya hemp, whatever you want to call it, this plant is proven to be effective, is proven to be beneficial in many aspects from last so many years. You can see 1843, Britishers took this knowledge from us, and now they are developing so many medicines, products, and solutions from this particular plant. So we need to understand that as well. Now, there is one specific case which I always refer from Toronto, Canada, and the patient was suffering from Parkinsonism, and he is a Pakistani, by the way, by background, and he got very good relief and healing as far as the issues were concerned in terms of Parkinsonism, and the treatment was treatment protocol was Rush Aushadhis like Rasraj Ras and then medical cannabis. So all these are available in our textbooks that how we can manage and how we have to take it forward. Just we need to understand and implement. And when we started using cannabis, we got so many results in so many patients, as you can see on the screen. So I'm not trying to like showcase any of our success. We are just trying to figure out and like make you understand that with cannabis you can always increase your efficacy, your results, the patients. It is acting as a catalyst. So starting from lumbosacral joint cases, as you can see, and the patient from Germany to acute migraine, it's an excellent as far as pain management is concerned. And we have been there in so many publications, and then patients always write specifically when they are taking medical cannabis and they are getting benefit, and some have written the words like magical. So there is nothing magical. Everything is being explained in the text and in our Ayurveda textbooks. And in the third way, tulsi, chandan, neem, jasmine, these are the four sacred plant, and the fifth one is Vijaya. So that's why the heading was Vijaya, the fifth sacred plant of Vedas. And it has been mentioned in the Vedas also, in the third Ved, in Rig Ved, many Ved, and including Ayurveda, about the benefits of Vijaya, about the benefits of cannabis. It just due to some, you can say, external invasions and the mindset which has been developed in our country, it has been positioned, it has been listed as a negative plan. But now gradually the government is also realizing, certain state governments are also opening up in their states. Uttarakhand, Himachal are on the final stage of starting hemp policies as well. So I think things will improve as we proceed further on this. And there are so many usages of hemp. So I have already discussed all this information prior as well. It's just to give a structure to all these trainings. We are doing this again. The first episode, or you can say the first session or first day we are doing today will be very, very basic and minimum, just to refresh all of you if we have already done the training, but to understand and to make you understand that yes, this plant is having so many benefits along with medicines that you can always see all of them also as a practitioner you can recommend, or maybe as a business scope as well. Cannabis sativa, indica hybrid, three species are there. In Ayurveda, we know as Vijaya or Bhang. In the recreational world, it is known as weed, ganja, and all these. But by the way, we are not promoting recreational here. So still, we have as a doctor, as a Vaidya also, or other people who have joined our trainings. We get confused about the legal status, about the medical use. Will it be addictive or not? Any other consequences? So we'll try to resolve in this and forthcoming sessions as far as all these queries and questions are concerned. I will try to resolve most of them. So let's understand as far as the legal status is concerned. It is in the Schedule E of Ayurveda. So as far as Vijaya leaves and seeds are concerned, they are not coming under NDPS Act, and registered Ayurveda doctor can prescribe. We have Ayurveda classical and proprietary medicines. As far as approved medicines are concerned, prescription definitely is mandatory for all these medicines, and we need to do accountability and inventory management as well in our clinic. Means how much we are purchasing, how much we are selling, what are the prescriptions accordingly is there or not. So we need to maintain the entire record as far as medical cannabis or hemp or Vijaya medicines are concerned in our clinic. That is very much required, and that is very much very important. Any question from all these topics, please write down in the Zoom chat box. After the talk, I will touch upon all your queries, all your questions. Any point you are not able to understand, please write that in the chat box, and we'll have definitely taking up in the detailed discussion. I just want to complete the entire flow of the presentation today. Now, as far as Schedule E1 is concerned, there are so many herbs, and you can see at the fourth number, it is written Bhanga, and Bhanga except seeds, cannabis sativa except seeds, means the entire part was there. So again, the problem here is in Ayurveda, they have not mentioned leaves, flower, bud differently. They have just mentioned Bhanga except seeds, means the entire Bhanga plant. Now, if we talk about NDPS Act, there they have mentioned flower and bud separately and leaves separately. So that means if we are dealing in flower and bud, we come under the purview of narcotics. So under narcotics license, we can practice flower and bud as well, by the way. It's just we need to take it forward from here. So point here is we need to understand that yes, these medicines are readily available. And these medicines are, I think there can be some issue with your network, Dr. Mumtaz Ali. Otherwise, sound is pretty audible with all. So please check once. And if any other doctor is also having issue about the sound, please let us know, because if I check, the network is fine here. Anyways, so as far as the like schedule even is concerned, we need to understand that all these medicines like ahifena, arca, bhallataka, some of them are under narcotics as well, like again ahifenafine. So we did one emergency session on acute pain management. I will be doing that next week, next Saturday. And we have started this that opioids or narcotics are one of the highest painkillers, selling painkillers in the world. So all these drugs come under narcotics and opioids. And allopathy doctors are practicing huge. So why not Ayurveda? So we all can practice, just how to figure out the way we are doing that, and we'll be keep you updating on that as well. Till now you can practice the leaf medicine easily, and the schedule even list is very important if you are managing emergency in your clinic. We have a detailed session next week for that as well, so please join if you are interested in that session. This is the screenshot of RTI. So we got a confusion that whether again as an Ayurveda doctor, so we have written to narcotics as well, and we got the reply that with regard to your RTI application, so seeds and leaves are not accompanied by the flower and fruiting tops, does not come under the purview of NDPS Act. Means if we are practicing seeds or if we are practicing leaves, we can practice without any purview of NDPS Act. So that is clarification. The question we asked was that we are an Ayurveda doctor, and if we are practicing any medicines contains seeds and leaves, does it come under purview of NDPS Act? So they have directly clarified that it does not come under purview of NDPS Act, right? So that RTI has been received, the response has been received, and we can always share that RTI also with you, because see, sometimes in some states there are confusion. So just to clarify that, we have filed that RTI and we got this response also. Now, cannabis is widely being used. Vijaya is widely being used on decreasing opioid treatments. Also, there is a crisis in West known as opioid addiction. So they have used opioids a lot from last so many years, and they are in the crisis that it is getting addicted, and it is like we are having negative effects on that as well. So we need to understand that aspect as well as far as opioid addictions and dependencies are concerned. So cannabis is helping in reducing that, and cannabis is helping in decreasing that as well. And we have been featured on News 24, as far as entire work was there. So I will come back to this slide first, and then we will have a detailed discussion after this session. So schedule even we have understood, and we have also understood that it does not come under NDPS Act. Now registered Ayurveda doctor can prescribe means what? See, you have to have a state. So there is a checklist that you have to have a state license with the degree. Definitely the basic degree is BAMS, and the state where you are practicing, you have to get a state license. Point number two. Third is you have to have the purchase bills, the invoices from the companies from where you are purchasing. So you get to get the purchase bills and the sales bills also to the patient. If you are dealing under 40 lakh, maybe you does not have GST, you are not maintaining bills, that is fine, but maintain some documentation in your register, at least that how many patients in a month you are giving the medicines, or if you can have the patient record, because the new Clinical Establishment Act also has that purview that you have to now maintain the patient record, the entire patient record, I think for 3 years, right? So for 3 years, you have to maintain the patient records also. So the records are important. So I'm saying registered as a doctor can prescribe, but if you have the entire documentation, your degree, your registration, your sales and purchase records, your prescriptions are intact, nobody have an issue. And we have been audited and reviewed so many times by so many regulatory agencies from different departments. In fact, so there is no issue if you are having your documentation and you are a registered Ayurveda doctor, period. Then classical and proprietary medicines, two categories are there. We will have a specific section in the upcoming series in which we will be discussing more on classical medicines, and we will have a specific session in upcoming series. We will be discussing on proprietary medicines. Still, if you have any specific query, if you have any specific question, please post right now in the Zoom chat box. For any medicine you want to discuss, we are there to help you, guide you. The idea of doing this entire training and regular sessions is to guide you, help you, and ensure you that you practice more and more, and otherwise patients will be getting benefited. So that is the only thing which we need to why we are doing this entire training, right? And in the due course, we also will do one thing, because these medicines are being manufactured by the companies. We will connect you with all the companies. Our team will connect you with all the companies. They are doing case studies, so you can get involved. Complimentary, they are sending you the medicines and some token of thanks or appreciation also. So you all can get involved with those companies. You can connect with our team. My request to our team as well, who are there in other session, please connect all these doctors for complimentary samples, for case studies, for certain other guidance, documents, brochures, and then maybe you can directly deal with those companies with maximum benefits, discounts. Everything is offering for, like, all these companies are offering excellent discount schemes and trading schemes, by the way, and ethical framework, whatever they can do. So please connect with them. Please sit with them. Our team will definitely will try to connect all of you with all of them, so that you can get maximum benefit. That is our model, in which each Vaidya and each Ayurveda doctor should be empowered to grow in terms of healing the patients and growing as a Vaidya. Prescription is always mandatory, and accountability and inventory management should always be there. So Vijaya as a plant is again a very potent and very effective plant. I request all of you to focus on this. This was a very brief and introductory session. We tried to do this. Is my details, my email ID number. You all can write me directly, mail me. Number is there. Please connect with us. We are on Instagram, WhatsApp, and all. And one more aspect I wanted to focus here, and then I will stop and I will like see the questions and the, yeah. So see the questions and the queries which you will be posting. Already, I think few queries have been posted in the Zoom chat. So as the addictive potential is concerned, sometimes many times people are asking that it is addiction, it is drugs. If you have highest level of THCs like in ganja or charas, that is definitely damaging. But in medical range, you have very minimum THC, which is not addictive and not creating any kind of dependency. So that you need to understand, and accordingly you can prescribe in low dose in a controlled way, which will never be have any kind of an addictive potential. And there is no single death in this entire world where the reason of death is cannabis. So that also you need to understand. So that basic information we thought to compile for you today. I'm quickly just brushing out all the slides so that you can, again, this is a very important discovery we did a few weeks back, and I was doing some research for Indian Institute of Ayurveda session, and we got to know about this paper. So I think all of you should be proud also that even Britishers have also taken, although we are angry and we are frustrated, irritated on one side, that you are taking our in knowledge and our inheritance, and then you are claiming that it is yours. But still, we all know that. And so, but still, we should be proud of our inherited knowledge and our traditional knowledge. So that was all from my end. I think let me just stop